Secret needs to remake because they mispicked their heroes. Maybe they don't actually want Sumail playing
That
with
is
Grimstroke.
possible, actually. All right, am I free to disconnect? I think I shall.
Well, there's still fodder.
There's still fodder. I'm waiting him out. It's a chicken race fodder. Who's gonna leave first? Oh, he's out. I'm out.
All right.
All right, peace. Peace.
Back to us. How'd you sleep, Sunsfan?
Great, actually. I went to bed very early. I was just really worn out from yesterday's cast. You know, it took a lot out of me at this old age. So went to bed at midnight, actually. That's the earliest I've gone to bed in 20 years, probably.
Wow. How many hours of sleep did you get?
Like 6.
Yeah, that's what me and Waka got.
I'm a restless sleeper. I have restless leg syndrome. It's a real debilitating issue, you know?
I'm sorry. That sounds awful. I like your shirt,
It's okay.
though. You look great.
It doesn't fit anymore, but thank you.
Also, do you change your TV, what's on your TV all the time? Because this is the first time I've noticed
Google.
flowers.
It's Chromecast.
Oh.
It chooses what it wants, and it's usually very bright, and it ruins the image. So apologies to the producer.
Wait, what was I thinking? Did I think Sunsfan was going to put in the extra effort for the production of his stream? No.
So I did go through and put a USB stick in the back of the TV, actually.
Oh?
And I put a bunch of galaxy pictures because I have a nice purple lighting setup.
Yeah.
But I'm too lazy to go enable it manually every time. So that's why you see the Chromecast.
You did half the work. You just didn't complete it yet. Wow.
Yeah, I just need it remote. If somebody can figure that out for me, that'd be great.
All right,
Twitter at capcast.com.
What do you think about this swerve that we were talking about, the mid Grimstroke? Are you a believer, Suns fan?
No. I've seen
not?
it in pubs with Sumail playing it, Thompson. It usually falls up it's very snowball. It's true. Like, if you get off to a good start, you can win the game. But it feels a little memey. But the fact that they're putting it out here during a tiebreaker means that they believe in it. So I'm excited to see whether it is spectacular or it fails horribly. I think it's just one of the two.
I'm a huge fan of it. I think when Grimstroke came out, I played him for 24 hours straight, and I was like, damn, he's a mid hero. They nerfed it a lot for mid, but there was a change. Later on, this damage talent on the W is what makes this build really strong for mid laning, because you reach level 10 fairly early, and if you rush E-Blade, then your W is actually what ends up killing people. You do about 2,000 something damage in your burst, and if you land your E-Blade and silence, there's nothing they can do unless they have a friend save them or they have an item to solve it. So it has a power spike really, really fast in the game.
Is it a little awkward, though, that he's going to be matched up against Puck, who has a sort of answer all the time, unless he's soulbound?
There is, yeah, exactly. There's a little bit of a sad matchup there, but at the same time, soulbind is not bad against Puck. But I think even if there's a Puck, you can go on other targets as well.
Okay. Well, his other targets are... Yeah, sure.
The Dota 1 days, I'm going to bring up some old trivia for both of you.
All right.
He always does
trivia because I'm not asking a question. I'm just telling you the trivia. It's not really trivia then.
It's an old people thing.
Lion used to be a mid hero way back in the day.
Yeah.
Lich solo mid. And you know what hero came out towards the later stages of Dota 1 that was mid exclusively for a while? Shadow Demon was amazing in the mid lane.
That's true.
I like to see these in heroes kind of come back to form. Full circle, kind of.
And yet you're not a believer in the Grimstroke. What is this?
No, not at all. I actually don't even know. I don't even think. I'm going to guess Sumail's not going to pick it, actually.
He's going to not pick it now?
I'm not even sure if that's allowed. That might be against the rules
that
for
might
them
be a
to
rule
pick
break.
different heroes.
Yapsor has just picked
Oh my god.
Grimstroke.
They did it?
What? What?
Is this why we had a remake?
That's why it was remade. Yeah.
What? They did this fancy reveal. Everyone picks
hyped.
at the same time, and then what?
We were hyped for this, and now they just remake
Were they always going to remake? Maybe that was a bit of mind games.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I feel this is dirty. I call dirty, man. If you pick a hero, then play it, man.
True.
Share unit control, and you can play each other's heroes.
Well,
Oh, great. Now I have to cast a game where I don't know who I'm casting with, but you guys are going to be so disappointed that there's not a mid Grimstroke.
I'm going to leave you with Waga, so he's going to bitch and moan about the fact that it's not mid Grimstroke the entire time.
Yeah.
Waga, would you like to rant a bit? Why Grim Midstroke, or Grim Midstroke? That makes sense. Just having a stroke live on air, no big deal. Why is it better than support Grimstroke that we saw last game just dominate?
It's like a support Grimstroke, but he has items, dude. That's why it's better. You can do things. You know how good E-Blade is as an item? It's fantastic,
That's quite good. Thompson buys it on every hero, so it must be good.
Yeah. I think Kesu has been spamming it on his Drow Ranger as well lately. A lot of people are doing it, buying it instead of Butterfly.
The ultimate mind games is Yapsor plays mid this game, huh? What do you guys think? That's definitely next level.
I mean, Cap already left, so he would miss out if that happened. That would be
very true.
That would be a play.
So this, of course, if you're just joining us, is the tiebreakers for Western Europe, and we're trying to find out who is the third and fourth place. I guess third through sixth, really. And both of these teams are undefeated so far, both 1-0. So an extremely important match. You would think that whoever wins this will and I'm not going to put this in stone because the NA math and all that, but very much secured themselves either third or fourth.
Yes.
Would you agree with that assessment?
I would say they're very much likely to probably qualify, yes. And
good.
This is a real important game. We can say that much.
What do you think I know you guys talked about this a bit, but maybe we can talk about it a little bit more here, as it looks like Tundra's actually going to get 3 of the bounty runes.
Nice.
Why Bane has been left for the last pick for Tundra when the win rate... Like, obviously the teams have to be aware that the win rate is pretty high. Like, they have statisticians and all this garbage these days, right? So they had to have left it in for a reason. People
pay attention to the stats, and win rate can be good, but you also want to not blindly focus on which heroes are winning the most so far. It's a lot about knowing your opponents very intimately, so I think they've scrimmed each other and understand what they can get away with in the draft.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's go through each respective lane in a nice methodical way. We'll start with mid since we're there already. It is 9 on the puck versus Sumail's Quas Wex Invoker. You talked about how the Quas Wex is going to be... I mean, we don't really see Exord anymore anyway, but even though it is more exciting. But against the Wraith King, it makes a hell of a lot of sense. What do you think of this matchup here mid?
Yeah, we see it some, but I think the matchup is favoring slightly the Invoker. It's hard for Puck to be too aggressive. As he just regens up with the Quas. There's already a lot of healing on mid, but much like most mid lane Suns fan, I feel like it's going to be a wash. Are you surprised?
I am not surprised. That's the water runes and the jungle camps coming into effect.
And the tower HP regen. It makes sense on side lanes, I think, but mid tower giving regen, I think, is a bad thing.
But that would be weird for some towers to have it and some not have it. You know? All tier 1s.
Are they all equal, though? I think pro players would agree the bottom tower is not equal.
It's true. I mean, I don't disagree with the sentiment, but if you're looking at it from like a new player perspective, that adds extra complication when you can probably balance it a different way.
Yes, if I was in charge, I would make Dota more and more complicated. Everything convoluted.
I know you would. I know. We'd have 10 players playing if you were in charge, Waga. TA would be the only hero allowed to be picked. All teams would have 5 each, and you would have a lot of fun, I'm sure. TA versus TA actually sounds horrible.
I've watched that in a 1v1 show match in China, and that was horrible. There was, it's like, wow, he lined up for the side blade, and so did the other TA.
Unbelievable. Hey, Trap takes off refraction pretty quick, right? It's instances of damage, I think.
This was even before there was trap damage, so that was even worse.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, that sounds miserable. Top lane, we have Tundra with 33 playing the Beastmaster, snaking on the Io. And Puppy going to play Jakiro, as we see the Inkswell bottom lane. Fata gets off the Nightmare, trying to walk away, gets bashed though. So Ice. He gets one more, he should be able to bring him down, but will not happen. So he shall live. And then finishing on top lane, I want to talk about Naga Steiner a bit here. Nisha, you guys, I mean, you predicted it as one of the possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have the greatest illusion clear later in the game. So this feels like it is a pretty good, or would you call it a free Naga game, or is that going a little too far?
not quite free, as I think Puck is great for like catching Naga still, but it is great. This is like a rather free Naga game. If you're having a good start here, you should be able to carry in late game like 9 times out of 10 because of how great it is against Bane. Puck is you know, still not quite able to kill the illusions, which is a big problem that you hinted at.
So it's not free, but has the illusion of being free, much like League of Legends is what you're trying to tell me.
Yes.
That's the analogy we're going to go with.
Yes,
Okay,
League is the game that has that illusion.
Yeah. So, yeah, this top lane should see a lot of action here. But the bottom lane is one we haven't really talked about. Fata playing the Bane, as we already saw. Skeeter on the Wraith King. Ice, Spirit Breaker, and Yapzor. Sadly, the support Grimstroke. What do you think of this lane? Do you think we're going to
I'm
see
just
anything?
disappointed about the Grimstroke again, but I think we're going to see Tundra with a slight advantage due to the skeletons. Look at how he keeps like sending them. Oh, they actually get a little bit lost in the woods there. Skeletons just kind of hang out.
Sometimes they have a mind of their own. It's quite sad.
If they're chasing a hero and they lose vision, they can sometimes just forget what they were doing. Can you relate to this?
There we go. Yeah, of course. Old age, again. We can talk about that all day. Because I've probably forgotten the last conversation, in fact. So, no problem at all for me. But looking at the CS, 27-7 for Skeeter. And then the other side, Naga, is 23-3. So, pretty much a wash in those lanes. I mean, kind of a slow-paced start. I feel like Ice and Yapzor have really good combo potential here, as we're going to see that right now. But the Ink Swell is going to be dodged by Fata. Nice nightmare there. And he's going to live through the day, it looks like.
These skeletons are constantly working on Ice when he goes on Bane, though. He's doing a good job sending out the skeletons to help his support.
And Sumail mid, 25-8 versus 23-4, so also a wash as expected. Very even game. I mean, this is such a good matchup between these teams. Secret and Tundra have had some great games in the past. Yeah. Tundra kind of a team that people discredited a bit last year, but then showed up really strong, and obviously some people were hoping that they would be at TI but didn't quite make the cut. But they're definitely in that same tier as a lot of these other Western European teams, as we're seeing. I mean, the reason that they're in the tiebreaker to begin with.
Yeah, maybe me calling it a wash is a bit uninspired way to say it. It is really even. Is it perhaps a more hype description of it, because both of them are getting what they need, and now with the coil available, I think Puck is going to be the one who wants to get online and do stuff. Oh, that is a sad pause for you.
What will happen? What the horse happens here, Waga? Let's see. We have the Nightmare on Grimstroke. And remember, it's a support Grimstroke. Don't get confused now. Because of our 10-minute conversation that we had.
I like how suddenly I'm in a content piece of what happens here.
So you tell me, is it A, nothing happens, they all run their own way? Is it B, Fata dies? C, Grimstroke dies? Or D, the server crashes?
Oh, God. Better not get this wrong. DHL drop.
Yeah, put in your votes, A, B, C, D.
I would say that
Quickly?
it is Bane dies. Bane dies.
Bane dies? Okay. Fata, he gets cold snap. There's the Inkswell to fall. He's going to get the Invis rune. He didn't take account the Invis rune, but there is a nice sentry placed and the charge from Ice. Waga is correct. You win absolutely nothing. You get to continue to cast.
Oh.
Congratulations.
As always, that is the greatest prize. Thank you. Thank you. Not fired yet.
First Blood, the Way of Secret. Kind of a delayed First Blood, it feels like, but Spirit Breaker was involved as kind of expected to some degree.
Yeah, I think a lot of it comes down to bottom lane being rather evenly matched, and then top lane not being a very heavy kill-centric lane, both just farming instead. Look at the pressure he's putting bottom, though.
Yeah, that's a lot of Skelly boys.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
And the catapult is staying
alive.
alive.
We don't really... I feel like this is not... We don't see this much pressure from skeletons this early very often. Usually it's just used to, you know, get a little bit of harassment, push out the lanes, and go to the jungle or something like that. But very harassment heavy for Skeeter. You love to see it.
Yeah. Yeah, there are some off games where you see a Wraith King win his lane really hard, and he'll just take tower super early. Not quite gonna do that much, but good start. Yep, sir.
Yep, Inkswell. Looks like it's gonna connect. And he gets the Stroke of Fate off as well, but Snake King is going to live.
See, a core Grimstroke in that situation would have gone to kill.
Yep. That Stroke of Fate would have really hurt. You max Stroke of Fate, I'm guessing, right?
Of course, yes.
Yep.
Damage.
And it's Aetherland's E-Blade. Just trying to set the picture for people so they get even more disappointed that we don't see
Oh! He died. Wow, he was so close to getting out.
Puppey ends up dropping here next to the tier 1. Was TPing away as well, so that is the walk of shame for him.
Yeah, he probably thought they were safe, but Puck comes in at the last moment to ruin his day.
So some item progressions here. Skeeter, of course, has the Helm of Iron Will. I don't even want to bother going over his items. We already know what he's going to buy. It's the same thing literally every game.
Yeah, meanwhile, Sumail, though...
Unless you think that there's a variation.
Yeah, Sumail has the Urn of Shadows, though, so he's now looking to make that crucial first rotation and who he can take a fight with to get those Urn charges ticking.
Yep, Urn into Midas, pretty standard as well, and will likely go Spirit Vessel this. Sometimes that's optional depending on who you're going up against, but it is an IO game. Ice, able to charge away to safety and try to reset here as Tundra sitting on a 1k lead at the moment.
Yeah, they're starting to get a lot of farm on this Beastmaster. He is really just spamming Axis and clearing jungle, clearing lane. His 63 CS now is the highest by far.
Yeah, let's talk about him and his itemization choices. Obviously, Helm of the Dom, and I would assume Helm of the Overlord to follow. But after that, we see a lot of variation, like depending on if Blink Dagger is needed. We're going to see a gank here from Secret. Snake King's going to spot it. He's going to get cold snapped and quite easily brought down here.
Yeah.
But they're not going to lose anybody else.
Yeah, only one kill, but meanwhile, Wraith King making the most out of that time by using his skeletons again aggressively here.
Yeah, with all these skeletons, that Grimstroke core would have been great with the Stroke of Fate, am I right?
I'm glad that you're circling back to it as well. It's starting to get to you now, isn't it? You're starting to believe it if you say it enough?
We'll see. Not to see an official match. The pubs have not been great. 9. Looks like Boots of Travel. He's going to go first item Boots of Travel. What do you think about that? Is that a little greedy?
It might seem greedy, but I actually think it's more of a I want to be everywhere and join everything. And you have Beastmaster on your team, so you could potentially TP in on birds.
Ice steals the trusty shovel and is going on top of Fada now, who's going to dodge the tornado. And you can see Io coming in, relocating with 9. So they're going to try to turn this around onto Ice. The coil is expended, and he's going to pay the ultimate sacrifice. But a free trusty shovel, if he gets a bounty rune, that's worth it.
Oh my god, over the time of the game.
Nice Ice Path into the dual breath mid, though, with Sumail on that urn. Snake King, Cold Snap applied. They're going to take him down relatively easily. 9 in the meantime, attempting to wait. Snake King ticking down. No, he's fine. Lots of regen.
The fluffy hat saved him, man. If he didn't have fluffy hat, he would be dead there.
Yeah, for sure. So looking at the Naga Siren, Nisha, Manta, I assume Scotty. I don't want, like, we've talked about this build before being kind of the standard, but like how much would you say there's room for like game dependency builds, like for these first 2 items? Like, is it just literally cookie cutter, or do you have some options still? I
think it's pretty much there. I mean, if you don't go Diffusal in a game against Wraith King, then I think you almost never do it. But you might see Diffu here. I'll take a guess that he is definitely considering it, because you don't have to get the Scotty for tanking up if there's not that much AoE damage. Bane, Wisp, I mean, Wraith King, there's not terrible amount of damage coming into these solutions. We actually do see him put more stuff into Quick Buy. It's not the Diffu, it's the Orchid to deal with the Puck. So this is something I've seen Naga players do as well, where they go for an early Bloodthorn. It's one of the heroes that can enjoy that item. Yeah, I like it. Definitely changing it up a bit versus the Scotty follow-up to the Manta. Yeah, Diffusal, obviously good against Wraith King, but... All right, answer me this. Does Skeeter have to buy... I guess he has a Soul Ring, so you don't really have to buy Shard, even if you're working against EMP. It's probably not enough with the Soul Ring in addition to... I mean, I guess it depends on how the game goes, but usually you want to opt to not have to spend that 1,400 if you don't have to. Usually just Soul Ring and Magic Stick is enough, and that's what he's going to go for. Noteworthy is that Soul Ring alone is not going to be enough to get the Reincarnation off, as the mana cost is 180 nowadays. So important he goes for the Magic Stick as well.
Man, this tower is super low thanks to the pressure that Skeeter has shown so far this game. And Secret looking to potentially want to defend here, and it looks like that is definitely the case. Fata is dead right off the bat, and with that, Tundra retreats. But the tower goes down, and they actually don't even get the deny.
Yeah, they don't. Catapult secures it. Very good. I think that even though they lost a hero there and didn't really get any kill, Tundra are very happy to see the map open up this way. When they're running travels on their puck and have a Beastmaster in their team, this is great news for them.
Yeah, speaking of Beastmaster, he is looking very, very good right now. He is top net worth by a pretty sizable margin. In fact, top 3 net worths are all on Tundra's side. He has the Vlad's Helm of Dom, Overlord is next. So what would you like to see after that?
I think he should probably consider travels as well, and maybe just Assault Cuirass on him so that Wraith King doesn't have to go for it, and he can go for a more aggressive build, which is what we're seeing. He's queuing up a Blink Dagger instead of Deso, so Skeeter looking to be aggressive.
Wow, okay. Some variation from Wraith King on the cookie cutter build that we've been seeing. Yeah, that's really cool. I'm guessing that's going to align, or they're trying to align a bit with the Helm of the Overlord, which will apply a ton of pressure once that is picked up. So pretty cool to see. Snake King is going to be going for Holy Locket as well, so lots of healing potential here. And Midas is now online for Sumail, so he's going to start farming a lot better.
Yeah, definitely a little bit behind right now. Overall, the course on Team Secret, 3k advantage for Tundra, but I think Secret are still quite happy. Naga hasn't died a single time, and she is hitting creeps. So as long as the Naga keeps growing, they're not going to be too sad about it.
Yeah, it is a slower paced game, so just based on that, it feels like Secret is... I mean, 3k seems a little bit more than I would think in terms of a disadvantage, but like we talked about, Power Spike is coming for Tundra, and we can see the Ray Fire Blast onto Ice 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 in the bot lane. Fata not able to find the range, has absolutely no farm to get like or anything like that. Oh, haste is taken by Sumail. And there's the silence onto 9 as well. He looks mega dead. No save this time for Snake King.
Sumail very clutch with the tornado there. He predicted a little Waning Rift jump from Puck there and managed just to set up for the Jakiro and Spirit Breaker.
Yeah, and that's going to slow things down even more. Helm of the Overlord now online.
Damn, it's shredding that tower.
Yeah, he is quite hefty indeed. Fata, he's going to get silenced. Cold Snap to follow. Looks like that's going to be easy one, but 33 gets off the Primal Roar. First of the game, I believe, onto Puppy, who's kind of separated with this wall right now, but Soulbind on 2. Double silence. The charge connects from Ice Ice Ice. Stroke of Fate as well. Trying to take off this Phantom's Embrace. In the meantime, 9 gets off the nice coil. Only onto Sumail, though. Do they have enough to actually finish him off? They do have the vision, and chopped down by Skeeter. So a 1-for-1, but in favor of Tundra here.
Yeah, then they bring everyone. When Tundra want to fight, they just make sure that everyone joins the party. Meanwhile, the Naga is just farming. She doesn't even have a single point in ulti, by the way, so even if she went there, she wouldn't be able to really do too much.
Yeah. Yep, I love this aggression from Tundra. And they're just going to go straight into the Roche Pit. This is... It's not going to be the fastest rush. They don't have the
decent.
Deathlow, but...
Yeah, it's decent speed with Beastmaster.
Yeah, the Inner Beast is always a value passive to have. Although, looks like Secret are aware of this, but it's going to be a little bit too late, it seems. So Aegis is going to be online for Tundra. Skeeter
your favorite.
will take it for himself. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think with this much aggression, maybe it's okay. Spirit Breaker is going to get gripped and brought down.
Aegis is a lot about how you use it, right? And he has a Blink Dagger now on the Wraith King, and that's the key item to allow this Aegis to be good on Wraith King, I think, so that you can put yourself in hyper-aggressive situations.
Yeah, only thing I'm worried about for Tundra is 9 getting silenced, or basically anything requiring a Dispel because of this build he's going for. It's going to be Saint Kaya, which, and that in itself isn't that surprising, but he's going against some spells that he definitely wants to get rid of. The Phantom's Embrace we saw that basically will get him killed if it connects. Is that easy to dodge? Like, how does that work? Does it still latch onto you? Is it going to have to hold that thought? Puppy gets initiated on by Skeeter. Phantom's Embrace is applied to him.
You mean if you Phantom's Embrace Puck? Or,
yeah.
Yeah.
Can you phase shift that easily?
Yeah, if you phase shift, it's just gone. Speaking of top, they're catching Puck, and he's going to go down.
Yeah, that is another big kill for Secret, but they're going to lose the tier 2 tower.
Yeah, map is getting smaller. Fortunately, Naga is a very good hero to kind of stretch her tendrils of map control out. The mirror image, very good for still getting places even though you lose your towers. So perhaps not a hero that struggles as much losing these towers early, but still doesn't feel great.
Yep. Oh, Nightmare's going to cancel this charge from Ice, and they're just going to completely surround him, and way too much damage. That's without a Deso on Skeeter. He's still chopping kids down. As Puppey puts down the Macro Pyre, dual breath to follow. Doesn't look like they'll be able to catch anymore, but they can go for this tier 2 tower, despite not even having their mid laner.
Yeah, good macro pulling all the creeps though, so at least the tower is going to take a little bit longer to go down, but I mean, this Beastmaster Helm of the Overlord is just hitting a timing right now.
Yeah, this is a very strong power spike for Tundra. And this is the second tier 2 tower down at 18 minutes. The power of push for really Beastmaster. He's setting the tone for this game. 33 is.
It's too bad one of my favorite counters to Helm of the Overlord doesn't counter it early enough to deal with this. It comes at minute 20. Do you know which one I'm thinking?
The counter to Helm of the Overlord?
Yeah, okay. It's
got to be a shard then.
Yes, yes.
Wait, hold on.
1 minute 20.
Oh, is it Liquid Frost by any chance?
It is not. I'm thinking Night Stalker.
Oh, you're talking about a hero that's not very helpful. We have a grip and a relocate. This will be the first death of Nisha, and it's going to be a relatively easy one.
Yeah, how could you not see that coming?
Yeah, it's really tough to deal with the global presence of this IO in general, but they did give it up. Ice Path. Don't think Secret can fight without Naga, though. Yeah, you're right. Being able to eat neutral creeps with Night Stalker would be helpful right now.
Yeah, and right now it looks like top tower is going to start getting siege, but Puck has travels with the Arcane Rune, so he can go bottom and force that wave out, not allowing too much split push. Might even try for a kill.
Yeah, the dust is applied, but it is very short duration thanks to the bulldoze.
Yeah.
He's going to use Coil as well. Actually, does he not know he's there? No, he doesn't.
He,
Ice is fine.
Yeah, I think you can see the Coil still even when they're in this, but he doesn't really have a solution. Didn't think through the dust duration being so short, I think.
Yeah, if it was just like a second later, he would have dusted without bulldoze and then possibly gotten the kill. I mean, he doesn't have a Witchblade or anything, so it still would be a little bit tough for him to do the damage. But another tier 2 in the sights of Tundra with the Aegis still online for another minute. So they're doing a great job of making use of this Aegis where Secret is basically dissuaded from even attempting to defend.
This game is a build-up of Tundra trying to keep a high enough pace that Naga doesn't get online, because Naga is such a great pick in this game that if she reaches crucial items, then this game can become very difficult. She has Orchid now, by the way.
You can see Skeeter is itemizing towards the eventual Naga rise with the Maelstrom into Mjolnir. So that'll be a very good pickup.
Yeah.
Is Radiance just not a thing at all anymore for Wraith King? Because it is good against Naga as well.
Yeah, it's not very commonly picked up at all. We did see it yesterday in the NA games, bought on a Conga, I think. But outside of that, we don't see a lot of Radiances these days overall.
It's very sad. I mean, this build is more right-click centric, like you're trying to attack fast with the Inner Beast and just attack speed on yourself, so it makes sense to not go for Radiance, but...
It's such a slow, long build-up to get all the way to Radiance, and once you get it, it's great, but it's not that great.
Oh, relocate coming in, I believe, is Fata. He's going to get dropped, though, before they even get here. Soulbind onto 2, but BKB applied by 33. Puppey is the focus of fire right now, and Puck getting silenced. Can't use his coil quite yet, but it looks like Secret are still crumbling in this fight. Nisha, there's the coil, finally comes out, and he gets off the song. Inkswell to follow. Needs to try to create a little bit of distance here. Link Dagger's online, though. Wraith Fire Blast does connect. Can they close the gap? The Black Dragon with the Fireball. Looks like it'll be enough. No more Naga Siren for Secret, as Tundra are looking very good in this game. But, okay, Ice. Great charge with Inkswell. Puck takes a tumble.
Just watching a Naga there. And then after you die, you get the message you have been killed by the one true king. Win the match or he will harvest your bones. I fear that
I love
might
how that
be...
works in private matches. Like, why is that pop up?
I don't know. Dota is funny that way. I like also that you have like infinite tips when you play custom games. So pro players are very buffed.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that is one benefit, I guess, of it being a private lobby. By the way, I was not calling it Fireball last game because Dragon Knights was called Fireball, but it actually is called Fireball on
It's
Black
literally
Dragon.
Fireball, yeah, true.
So there's like three or
DK's
four
abilities
abilities
called?
in Dota. Whose?
What's Dragon Knight's shard called? Is it also Fireball?
It's Fireball.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's unacceptable.
It is. I agree. This game's still in beta, though. It's all good.
Just call it Flame Ball. Slightly
God,
weaker.
Yeah, it doesn't have the same quite ring to it, I think.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's why it's weaker.
Snaking. That is okay. All right. We could call it weak flame ball or weak fireball.
There we go. That's the one.
How about weaker than the Black Dragon Fireball? That's the name of Dragon Knight's ability.
How about main character
Nice
Fireball?
Definitely not the fireball from the anime. That's for sure. Actually, that's not true. I'm not going to give spoilers, though.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Please don't.
So Orchid on Nisha, as you talked about, is going to go for a Lincoln Sphere, so very defensive build overall. Basically for the Primal Roar, Fiend's Grip, Wraith Fire Blast.
Yeah, he feels
Good
forced.
value this game.
Yeah, he feels forced to do that. It's not an item you want to buy really on Naga. Most of the time, you don't want to buy... Oh, look at him pretending to be an illusion, sort of, I think.
Yeah. These carry players sure do love to trick people with that stuff. As Fata is on a cliff right now, but you can see 9 is the one getting initiated on. He does dodge the Phantom's Embrace. Looks like Puppy ends up dying close to that cliff. 9 gets off the coil, and that's going to force out the song. Nisha's just going to break it, pop the Manta, and walk away. But the Fiend's Grip on the other side onto Ice Ice Ice. They're going to follow it up with the Wraith Fire Blast, and that is another death for Secret, as they are down a monumental 10,000 gold at 24 minutes.
Yeah, this is like the part of the game where all the games have been sort of decided today. Around the 20 to 30 minute mark, very quickly we see the advantage going out of control. And in that fight, Ice Ice charged in, trying to get the puck. He connected onto him, and the Sunstrike came, but then he used his ulti and pushed the puck to the side, so the Sunstrike missed. It was very unfortunate. If that landed, it could have killed him.
They know he's in the area, but a nice ice path to block everybody off. That would have been disastrous for Secret, as no song is online, obviously, for Nisha.
His creep is just going through the base, like, sorry, just passing through.
I mean, the creep is, it's a hero.
Yep.
Right? You're talking about the ancient Black Dragon?
Yep, that one.
Yeah. It's another, it's a 6v5 right now. Pretty sure.
I mean, it wins against a few of the heroes, I feel. The Jakiro and the Grimstroke. I'm not sure they would win against it in a 1v1.
Oh, 33 is actually, so he has BKB now and Blink, by the way. So, but, okay, he had Aghanim Scepter queued up, but he changed his mind. It's going for Shard instead. So that is the Hawk having the dive, I believe, and it reduces the cooldown.
Dive bomb. True. The Kamikaze Hawks. Very fearsome.
The sound effect is, it's like a shrieking. I'm convinced that Slacks did the voice acting for that and that nobody was told. Like, nobody informed the public. You guys will hear it soon enough when the shard gets delivered.
Yeah,
Nisha is going to be spotted out. 33 pops his BKB a little bit prematurely, but gets the roar off on the correct Naga, and that is going to be a dead Nisha. Does have buyback, but if he expends it, then there's almost no hope for him to get back in this game. Coil now going to be applied only to one hero, but it is that the Grimstroke that they were hoping was going to be the core. Not going to happen, though, as Fata kind of in the front line. He's going to get dropped, so it's a 2-for-1, but definitely in favor of Tundra. They can't quite go high ground now, but the Neither Strike onto 9. Trying to save him is Snake King. 9 in the phase shift will walk away safely. So working on the Lincolns for himself, and Skeeter, not afraid of anybody, has the full Mjolnir in his inventory. Roshan is up, so this, if they spot it, could be the choice for them.
Yeah, all those plays just made possible because of 33 finding that pickoff on Naga. I mean, this this kill potential and the sheer control that 33 has provided in this game, to me, he's undoubtedly the one having the biggest impact on this game. Hard to say like an MVP, but in terms of how much Secret are struggling, I think Beastmaster is just a hero they wish was not here right now.
Yeah, for sure. And this will be the Roshan attempt. It's going to be scanned, so Secret are aware. And obviously, Song of the Siren is something to be a bit scared of if you're be able to put in position, but they are so far away, so this looks to be a freebie.
Yeah, it is rather quick too, as Skeeter joins in as well, starts right-clicking down. And yeah, there's going to be an Aghanim Shard from Roche as well as a little gift.
Don't get... Oh, they gave it to Skeeter. Come on, dude.
He's against the Invoker. I think he needs it.
If he's a... I mean, isn't it 400 EMP, the max mana burn?
Let me look at the max burn that you can achieve.
It's something around
No,
there.
it's 625.
I mean, it's... Oh, it's... Okay. All right, great pickup by Skeeter taking the shard, so that reincarnation will be cast no matter what.
I mean, even if it was 400, you would have to just not use his stun, basically, and be prepared for EMP. But
that's true.
But yeah, he's going to be
And
happy.
he has been using Vampiric Spirit, like, off cooldown, it feels like, so that is 100 extra mana as well.
Yeah, he's getting big value. Those Skelly boys working overtime this game. Uh-oh, chase again.
Skeeter, the top lane, though. Yeah, we have the coil. It's going to be broken. Even with the bulldoze, not enough to survive for Ice Ice Ice. And Sumail and company are going to be stuck in a 5 versus 4, or 6 versus 4 if you're counting the Aegis, 7 versus 4 if you count Reincarnation.
Oh, no. And then, yeah.
Quite the number. That's big numbers, as there's a jump in from Skeeter, but that is the Lincoln Sphere popped for Sumail. Skeeter looking to focus on the tower now.
I think it's 8 versus 4 even, right? You got the dragon as well? Never discount the dragon.
Oh, yeah, you're right. My bad. I forgot about the dragon.
Twice the number.
8 versus 4. Soon to be 5, though. Secret will have their full team up. And eventually, these illusions will become heroes of themselves, right? If the game goes long enough. So they could even up the numbers.
That's the dream. But, yeah, they're going to try and kill down one of the heroes here, the dragon hero.
Yeah. It's taking just as long to kill this as any other hero would take, feels like. Good stuff.
He's going
33 has his shard now. So I think, correct me if I'm wrong, you select the location of the hawk. Wait, how does it work now? Does it change the way that you move them?
No, you still can't move them freely. You have to pick a spot that they go to, and then when they're there, if they're in range, you can target them. That's how I think
that
it works
used
now.
to be part of the shard, though, right? Is that you used to be able to move them. It was just way too OP.
Yeah, I think they removed that again. But it's 1200 cast range, so they can dive bomb from pretty far away.
Yeah. Oh, Ice 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 is going to be found out. There's the roar, but a nice... Oh, Fata is going to get canceled on his Fiend's Grip right away. Sunstrike to follow as well. He's going to drop immediately. So, and it looks like Ice 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 actually barely gets out. And Nisha with the song, but doesn't really accomplish anything here.
I think they wanted to chase, and then they were like, yeah, but Aegis though, like maybe we're just happy with the trades. We won something. Like that was actually a fight that we won. There haven't been too many of those for Secret in this game.
So you're saying it was a victory song?
Yes. Yeah, celebratory.
I see. Thank God we killed Fata. Now, Skeeter still with 2 minutes left on the Aegis, and he's going for Bloodthorn now, looks like. That's going to be pretty interesting, as we can see the replay here. So the Nightmare may be a little off for Fata. I don't think that worked out too well.
Yeah,
and instantly canceled as well.
Yeah, you see how good Jakiro is against Bane. That long range Ice Path.
Oh, Ice Path with the Meteor. This is doing a lot of damage.
Ooh.
They have to be careful. Does Tundra, and they're going to blow up the IO as well as the first life of... Oh my God, the coil onto 3 heroes on the backside, creating so much space as Ice 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 is going to be brought down. Can they go for Sumail, though? That is another Lincoln's applied to him, thanks to Nisha. So in the end, it's a 2-for-1. As do they want to go without IO is the question. I mean, Aegis online for 1 more minute.
I think you can pressure a little bit, don't full commit, but yeah, summoning the skeletons, hitting for a little while. Of course, you do have Aegis on Wraith King, and I think they're gonna keep smacking a little bit and then run away.
Yeah, and by the time the Aegis is up, his reincarnation will be up as well. Another 20 seconds for that. Here comes the EMP. Oh yeah, that good pickup on the shard. Good call. Thanks for checking the tooltip for me. Will they get this melee, Rax? Secret does have fortification, so Fata, or not Fata, but Tundra in general, they're actually going to re-aggress. They're going to go on top of Puppey. One more right click will do it, but no, that's going to be the Aegis. Actually, it's the reincarnation. That's actually worst case scenario for Skeeter, because it prioritizes that, and his Aegis is going to expire very shortly. They do find the Jakiro, but he's going to buy back into the game. Ice looks to be next. Double BKB pop for Tundra already. And I think with that, see if they want to re-aggress again. 9 stuck in a really bad spot here. The Bloodthorn doing so much damage to him with the Deafening Blast to follow, and that is a dead puck. 9 done for 90 seconds, no buyback. A nice hold from Secret.
Yeah, they don't lose anything too valuable there on Secret, and getting that kill was really clutch. You can see the value of the Orchid on Nagasiren to bring these kills down. But in the end, I think the big problem though, and the one that they need to solve on Secret, is that Skeeter didn't die. He's still 707 on this Wraith King. He is getting huge, and now has a Bloodthorn of his own with Mjolnir. He's hitting super fast.
They had I mean, I think they expended a lot of their cooldowns at that point, but they did have a window where he used the Reincarn 15 per seconds before Aegis, so technically only had 1 life for a little bit of time there. Very difficult to play around Wraith King, for sure, as he now has the full Bloodthorn, is going for the overwhelming Blink, and he is about to be capped out. I guess Armlet can be traded in for something better. Boots of Travel can come. Aghanims, perhaps.
Oh,
sure
Puppey.
Or
Sumail, even.
Yep. Oh, man. They're going to focus on Sumail and say, look at the right-click speed of Skeeter. Holy Jesus. Double kill for 33. And, yeah. There is a buyback, though, for Sumail.
Yeah. That was all the value of Orchid, by the way. If he didn't have Orchid, he couldn't break the Lincolns of Invoker there. But he blinked in, Orchided, and then stunned. So he just smacked down the Invoker. That all happened so fast.
Got the attack speed between Overcharge with Mjolnir and Bloodthorn and the passive of Beastmaster. Wraith King he's very scary. Very scary indeed.
Yeah, they have enough gold for Eye of Skadi on Nagasiren now. She needs to get to a secret shop or get her courier over. Trying to sneak it right now. Down at the bottom.
Yep, looks like he'll probably get it here as Ice is going to get coiled. He's going to break it, and 9 is just going to back away, it seems. But bottom lane is where the action is at. It's going to be a Rax that they will have to give up, does Secret. They don't want to expend a buyback now.
Yeah, no coil now, though.
Left.
So, coil being on cooldown, maybe they could take a fight. They have the Aghanims of Grimstroke doing absolutely nothing at all. I was surprised he went for this because it doesn't look like a great game for Aghanims on Grimstroke. I mean, Wraith King, it's an okay illusion, but it's not that nice to get.
I've actually seen it be really good on Wraith King, and I think it was last season NADPC, but that was more the Radiance build.
Oh, yeah.
And the supports are like quite squishy, where these ones are much more survivable. But we'll see how it works out.
Yeah, it's a big investment though as a support. I mean, 4,200 gold, that's pretty much your entire, like, all your money spent in this game, just in Ethelans and the Aghanims. I think a Halberd would have been stronger in this game to maybe prevent some of the right clicks.
Well, 26,000 net worth lead. Roshan will respawn in 1 minute and 40, so Tundra will likely play very disciplined because, again, this is a best-of-1 tiebreaker situation between Tundra and Secret, both of which are undefeated. So whoever wins this is guaranteed, I'm just going to say it, and hopefully I'm right, is guaranteed a 3 or 4 position.
Damn. Just like that.
On the last game.
I think it's not full guarantee. Don't trust his words, but
100% guaranteed. Production would have cut me off by now if I was wrong. Yep. JJ on the obs would have said something, surely.
Oh, bottom. Sumail's been scouted by the bird.
Oh! The dive, not quite there, but Sumail's still going to get spotted out and slept. And now he is completely surrounded. The Fiend's Grip with the right clicks of 33 should be more than enough. Not even needing Skeeter here. 72 seconds. Still buyback intact, though. Puppey going to get 3-4 shot by Skeeter. And the coil is going to be used on Nisha. He actually gets stunned up as well, walks through it into the roar, and this is looking like it might be over for Secret. They're going to have to use these buybacks. Sumail already popped his, and you can see Nisha on the top still with his intact as well, but this will be a very difficult hold. Tundra have just snowballed into a seemingly insurmountable lead.
Yeah, they're just... I mean, Tundra at the point where they kill heroes, and it looks like they're farming creeps. They're just running over them so quickly, and that's core heroes. Like, Naga just disappears. I think Tundra are just super comfortable here now with 32k gold lead. If they manage to throw this one, Sansvan, that would be an achievement. Look at Wraith King's net worth, and then imagine you can take away Wraith King, and they would still be at an advantage. That's crazy.
They would need a reward of some kind. I think a BZZ set for the entire team would be warranted.
Oh my god.
At minimum.
One each? So generous.
Yeah, one each. They're very valuable. Aghanim Scepter on Roshan. Finally we see it. It's always the refresher shard. Who takes this? I mean,
surely it's
I would
Puck.
give it to Wraith King still.
I'd give it to
Come
Puck,
on.
dude. Come on, he has Octarine. Oh, he TP's out. I guess you might be right. Or maybe it's Beastmaster
Yes,
one
please.
ticket. Take it, Beast.
No. Don't take it. Don't take... No. Oh, my God.
Wrecked.
I guess it's because nobody's dying anyway. But
Yeah.
I will say this. I don't know if you agree, but Wraith King Ags, I think, is actually underrated. I think it's really good.
It very often is.
Not every game, but...
Yeah. Very commonly, people don't give credit to it. Dude, this Puck right now, he has Timeless Relic and Octarine and level 25. He is online as you go with a Puck.
Yeah, that's good stuff. We're going to try to focus this mid-racks now, and Secret with a potential final hold here. Inkswell not even going to go for the combo because they know. Is that the shard for Yapzor? No, does not have the shard yet. As we're going to see, the charge with the EMP to follow. Skeeter getting kited to a high degree. Still has Aegis, though, so not really worrying about that. Also has Flicker to dispel. That is a nice pickup. As BKB popped from 33, they want to take out Ice, and they'll do so. Still has the Roar available, and remember, has the Refresher Orb in addition. Coil is expended on Puppey. Not sure if they're going to find this kill. There's 9 in the trees. He's going to be spotted out. Actually does find the kill finally. 50 seconds on the deck for Puppey as Midrax is taken out. So much space being created thanks to this Puck. As Fata's telling everybody he will eat the cheese.
So he will. The Puck just cannot be stopped.
Line.
Nisha trying to do something, but how do you initiate here?
The Dark Portrait! Kill it! How much damage does it do? All right, a little bit. It's not great. It's not looking...
It's like a Wisp is tanking 20 hits from it, and it's single targets.
It's not the best. See if Secret can try to hold this. Nisha, or 9 actually gets the Lincoln's popped as Nisha jumps in. Still has his Lynx in tow with the BKB activated, but the buildings are just going down so fast. This is going to be mega creeps at the very least, if not GG, as Secret getting demolished in this game. And Sumail looks to be dropping here very shortly, but the song used by Nisha just delaying the inevitable, it seems, as 9 Lincoln's is going to be popping, and they're just going to blink in and delete Nisha from the game. So GG's called. Tundra looking ultra impressive. They had a strat. They wanted to push a little faster. You saw the itemization come out from Skeeter to not go for